What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Funko 411. On today's episode, we're going to continue our Mystery Box Mountain series with a couple of boxes from Mystery Grail. It's actually been I think almost a year since I've opened anything from Mystery Grail. I have a big video coming up where I've actually saved 50 Mystery Grail boxes from 2 years ago. So I'm going to open those in a few months. So with that said, now is a perfect time to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, because I've got a lot of great content coming up. We're going to continue our Mystery Box Mountain series in the next two videos. We've got boxes from Boom Loot and Chalice Collectibles. But like I said, today we're doing some stuff from Mystery Grail. This was part of their Scratch and Dent mystery box run. And the way this one worked, it was, super affordable, cheap box, $40 per box, including shipping, and you get 6 pops per box, so 12 pops altogether for $80. They are going to have some damage and stuff like that. I think for this run, there were 300 boxes, so last time we did a Scratch and Dent mystery box from Mystery Grail, it was pretty solid. I remember the results being pretty good, so we'll try our luck again. There are 2 sets of 6, so we will start off with this one. Alright, so let's kick off this box, and we're probably going to see the tops here, so I'll move this off to the side, as I always try to do, so that we don't get any spoilers. Alright, let's start off with this one in the corner, and it is Coca-Cola Santa, and I can feel kind of immediately on my thumb here where the damage was, so right there is the bit of damage. Scratch and Dent mystery box, we're going to expect stuff like that, and at the end of when we kind of calculate value, I always take that in consideration just to make sure we're being fair, since we do compare mystery boxes to companies that aren't doing damage. But yeah, not a bad pop. With 6 pops and it's $40, so it's basically $6.50 a pop. So, it's not a horrible hit. It's just a common. Let's see what our next one is. Next one up, we've got Cuphead Airplane Ms. Chalice. I don't know very much about Cuphead. I'm looking at it. I'm not seeing... Alright, there's a little bit of damage right there. Let's see if we see anything else. Yeah, not too bad. I'm guessing this is just something that was a more recent common release, so not anything crazy expensive. So the fact that it only has a little bit of damage is probably worth about what it normally would be. So there's Cuphead. And our third one, we have Jiren, and this one does have a nice little gash right there, a little cut. Jiren from Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I almost dropped it and gave it a little bit more damage. But yeah, not bad. All right, this is a cool one. This is one I definitely haven't seen before. Michigan State, and this is Sparty. I kind of like these mascot type pops. I don't really have a ton of them, and I don't see them very often in mystery boxes, but I guess Funko's been making more of them lately. This one's from 2022, but I'm not a Michigan State fan or anything, but I at least appreciate seeing something that I haven't seen before. So there's Sparty. And then this one's not bad at all. This is Rocket Raccoon, and this is from the first wave of Guardians pops. So Rocket number 48. Back in the day, this probably would have had pretty solid value, when in Marvel's kind of heyday, when things were going well. 2015 pop. I'm not sure that this has a ton of value anymore because they've made so many different versions of Rocket, but still not a bad one to see in a mystery box. Especially, I don't see a ounce of damage on this. I'm trying to look for anything here. Yeah, this one, maybe right there. Is that what we're talking about? That's very, very minor. I don't even know if I would have counted that as big damage, because this is still an 8 or 8.5 out of 10 in my opinion. But there's Rocket. And then our last one for this first box, we've got Batwoman. This is a cool pop too. I'm pretty surprised. Definitely some more common stuff, but this one's a little bit older, and it is definitely a little bit damaged. It seems like it's almost got some water damage or something, because it's warped on the bottom, but 2021, so 4 or 5 years old now. There's Batman PX Previews exclusive. So alright, pretty solid for our first box. So let's go ahead, we'll move on to our second one. Actually, before I forget, we've also got our scratcher, so we'll scratch that at the end and see how many points we got. And here is box number 2. Again, for $40 with shipping and everything, it's pretty good. I know there's definitely criticisms of Mystery Grail's boxes, because a lot of their normal weekly drops have a lot of commons in them. But when you do one of these kind of boxes, I feel like the nice thing with scratch and dent type boxes is usually they're older pops because those are the ones that end up getting damaged most likely. So here's our second box. All right, I'm going to show you this one first because I could tell it has the most damage, at least from the top. When I pulled it out, the box has definitely got a good crunch on it. This is Tiny Tina's Wonderland Paladin Mike. I don't know anything about it. It's from the games line. I'm not a gamer or anything like that, so I don't know much about it. So if you guys know anything about Paladin Mike or Tiny Tina's Wonderland, let me know in the comments. But this box is pretty wrecked. I did a mystery box run recently with damaged pops. I personally would not have put something this damaged in there, but you know, again, it's probably just a common, so it doesn't have much value to start with, I'm guessing. So, you know, not a bad pop, I guess. So Paladin Mike. All right, next one up, we've got, it is Hunter Ron from Parks and Rec. I feel like I've said this so many times on the channel, but I really need to go back and watch Parks and Rec. I watched the first season, I think probably twice, maybe even 3 times, and then gave up on the show, and I never finished after that. So if I need to go back and watch it, let me know in the comments if it's worth going through and watching the whole season, or the whole series. But Hunter Ron, that's just a common. That's from 2021. And then next one up, we have Jujutsu Kaisen Yuji Itadori. This is something I will not go watch because I'm not really an anime fan. You know, with stuff like TV shows like this, when it's got such a cultural following and stuff like that, I'm kind of give it a shot and watch it even if it's something like I'm not really into. But anime, I've tried it, I can't get into it. So there's Yuji Itadori, and I'm guessing this is pretty common too. All right, third one up, it is Fruit Loops, and this one you can see the damage is kind of right there. I don't know if I checked damage on Itadori. It's got a little bit right there. Just a little bit of damage on that one, but yeah, this one's got a nice big crease right there. Fruit Loops, kind of the character of the cereal box. These are always a little bit weird to me. I'm not sure that these caught on with any collectors. Maybe a few people liked them, but not for me. All right, this is a cool one. We've got BB-8, and this is from the Pops with Purpose line, if that focuses. Trying to see. Yeah, we got a little bit of warping damage on the box, but actually, this box isn't bad. Yeah, just a tiny bit, but that's actually like the box itself. I don't think that's actual like damage or anything like that. So this, I think sometimes they'll sprinkle in ones that are just like they need to clear out stock on, and it's not necessarily damage. This might be one of those. So there's BB-8, and then our last one is Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp, Walmart exclusive. Checking this one out, and yeah, there's our damage right here at the bottom. We got a nice little tear there, but I mean, I'm guessing not a super valuable pop to start with. There's Ghost. All right, that is all of our pops. We get our last scratcher. We'll go ahead and check value on all of this and see how we did. All right, so we got our values. Sparty over here coming in at just $8. Santa was $17. Airplane from Cuphead was $7. Jiren was $7, Batwoman was $16, and then this Minty Fresh, which looked like it's like almost like case fresh, Rocket was coming in at $14, so not bad on that one. Top set of boxes came in at $69. Coming down to our second box, Paladin Mike was our lowest of everything, $4, and with that damage, I don't even know if that's worth like $1 to be honest. Hunter Ron was $13. Itadori was $9, Fruit Loops was $10, BB-8 was $14, and Ghost was $14. So second box came in at $64. We did get super lucky on the scratch cards. We've got 500 points on each scratch card. And I used to like kind of value the scratch points at like $1 per 100 points, but I kind of noticed that Mystery Grail, like on their prize shop, they sort of like decreased the value of the points for what you're getting. So I'm actually going to do like half of that now. Instead of $1 per 100 points, we're going to count it as like basically 50 cents for 100 points. So I'm saying like $5 in value for the scratch cards. So in total, between both boxes and the scratch cards, we ended up getting back $138. And then when you factor in all the damage and stuff like that, It's probably more like $100. So we'll say $100. We spent 80. So at the end of the day, ahead by about 20 bucks. So I'll still buy from Mystery Grail. I enjoy buying from them. And like I said, I do have that video coming up, which is going to be really fun, opening 50 of their single boxes that are 2 years old. So be on the lookout for that. That's probably going to be a couple months from now though. So be on the lookout out for that in the future. If you like this video, definitely hit that like button, leave me a comment. I want to know what you thought, and hit that subscribe button. Do all that stuff, and I will see you on the next one.